Hello and welcome to Take 5 with the Regional Chamber. I'm Kim Calvert. Rockwood Painting Contractors is a second-generation family-owned business. The painting contractor does both residential and commercial work, and Talia Hagler tells us they offer much more than a typical painting company.
Rockwood Painting Contractors got its start in 1970 when David Responsi's father came home from Vietnam.
I started with him while I was going to college at YSU and had the pleasure of working with him for 15 years until he got sick. And unfortunately, we did not have a transition plan in place, and it was kind of thrust upon me to carry on the tradition. And I've been doing so for another 15 years with my wife, Jennifer.
Although they weren't prepared to take the business over, they managed to not only maintain it, but they've actually been able to significantly grow it over the years.
We've originally started out of our home, but have since grown the business, and we now have a over 3,000 square foot shop and office where we handle some off-site cabinetry painting projects, where we take doors and drawer fronts and spray them, and then we reinstall back on site in a client's home, and they look like factory finish.
Rockwood is not just a painting company. They offer services that go above and beyond a typical painter.
Our lead painters are professional craftsmen who are capable of handling light carpentry repairs, masonry, drywall and plaster repairs with texture matches, and also wallpaper installation.
Communication is a priority at Rockwood. From the first phone call to the completion of the project, they pride themselves on staying in touch with the customer every step of the way. So when you choose Rockwood, you know you're getting top-notch quality, great service, and a team you can trust. For Take 5 with the Regional Chamber, I'm Talia Hagler.
David and Jennifer are already starting to think about transition planning for Rockwood so they don't end up in the same situation they found themselves in 15 years ago. Ultimately, their goal is to continue growing the company so it remains strong for many years to come. To learn more about the company and their services, visit rockwoodpainting.com. Many of us have tried the amazing food at Cockeye Barbecue and the delicious ice cream at Cockeye Creamery. Now the family behind those two successful Warren eateries is preparing to open another dining concept. Franky's Pizza and Delicatessen is expected to open in September. Executive chef and owner Benjamin Hoover has been perfecting his pizza recipe for 3 years now in the Cockeye Barbecue kitchen.
I think at the end of the day, pizza it's very simple. It's easy to identify with. It's very commonplace for all of us, especially here in the Valley. And I think our product is special just because we're selling a Sicilian slice, which is very familiar to a lot of folks around here. A lot of folks might call it a sheet pan pie. And where that sort of came from was you know, I grew up here in the Valley eating Italian food every day. My grandfather's Sicilian. That's how we ended up here. And so, you know, my soul food, and I think a lot of people's soul food from the neighborhood is Italian food.
Franky's will also be a full delicatessen offering meats that are smoked and cured in-house, as well as imported cheeses. Sandwiches will be served on homemade focaccia rolls. The location near downtown Warren has been empty for more than a decade, and the Hoover family is excited to be bringing it back to life. You can follow along with the journey to open the restaurant at frankyswarren.com. We hope you enjoyed this edition of Take 5, and we'll see you again next week. With the Regional Chamber, I'm Kim Calvert.
Take 5 with the Regional Chamber is produced by Mahoning Valley Productions, where we tell your stories.